want another mother to bury the child. Women, we have to do something.
Like what?
We have to kill the killers.
Marriage ain't nothing to be played with, so if y'all do it, be ready.
It just seems like every time somebody changes their life, they wind up dead.
I thought once Alicia got Rob's killer, I feel different.
How do you feel?
Like she got the wrong guy.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love the Shy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 7, Episode 4. This is the recap. I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points that we saw in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below, and let me know what y'all thought about Episode 4. I felt like it was a more toned down episode, as I told you guys last night in that quick thoughts early impressions video. And even though it was toned down, we still learned some new things in this episode. Of course, learning about Christian, that was crazy. That was the biggest surprise for me in this episode, and learning that Christian's parents was Professor Gardner and of course Judge Bradley. I mean, damn. You guys let me know, do y'all believe that if Christian was still with Keisha, if everything would have worked out between the two, do you believe he would still be alive? Because I do. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have still been alive. I think he was happy. And we can tell that he had real love for Keisha. But we all know things did not play out all the way through for them. And we know eventually he ended up taking himself out. Now, some fans say maybe he did it because of not being around Keisha anymore. I mean, who really knows? Who really knows what they want to put as far as his reasoning? But man, that was a crazy, outcome to find out that he did that. And I want to see what's next for your girl Keisha in this season. Now, also on the episode, we saw your boy Knuck if you buck once again. And we know he is getting real close to Tiffany. I'm glad she did not kiss him. But she understands that Alicia made a crucial mistake. And that is she got the wrong guy. We know this. So I cannot wait to see once everybody finds out the truth. But let's hop right into it, y'all. Let's hop right into the recap. What did we see in episode 4 titled Mother's Day? Now, the episode starts out with all the fellas pretty much out getting flowers for the mothers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do a good deed. Of course, Emit can't catch a break at the store, getting hated on by some lady because he's buying a lot of flowers. Your boy Darnell is trying to be cheap as possible. And we know Rashad ended up getting some flowers for Alicia. Flowers that do not die. So everybody's pretty much stepping up to the plate on Mother's Day. Your boy Knuck if your buck goes to the cemetery and he sees his mother's gravesite. And we know this is a very tough moment for him. And we learn some new things about him as far as how his mother got taken out, which he will explain to Tiffany later on in the episode. But of course, y'all know with Knuck, he does have human sides and he does have very evil sides as well. And then we get to your boy Papa. He gets some flowers for his moms, but of course all the roses are sold out. He's in the car singing that Boy's the Man, a song for mama. And of course, if you grew up in the 90s, you already know that song will always remind you of soul food. Now, we get to Jamal. We know Emit is throwing a big celebration for the mothers at the house. You know what I'm saying? They out there cooking. Darnell, Emit, and Jamal, he's pretty much telling them that he's going to marry Dom. And they're looking at him like, man, like you really going to marry her? And Darnell tells him, if you're going to do this, make sure it is the right move. Make sure she's the right person. I mean, we already know that Emit clapped those cheeks once. And we know Darnell, he clapped those cheeks a few times, just like Unique clapped Rock on Raising Canaan. And you already know how that went down. Now, we know Emit also was asked about marrying Keisha. And he said, look, we are practically married. And of course, we know they told him, well, not necessarily, because if you were married, that will protect Keisha just in case something ended up happening to you. So now Emit is all in his head, wondering if he should do this. And of course, he's also thinking about the last time that he was married to Tiffany. And we know that did not end well. Now we get to your boy Bakari and Professor Gardner. Bakari has finished his first semester of college. Now they have not shown us anything as far as him being in college. And maybe because they got a lot of other different things going on. But it would have been crazy to see Bakari after school or whatever. But it is what it is with that. We know Bakari is talking about being outside for the summer, just kicking it. Professor Gardner's telling him, I don't know about that because the streets ain't no friend to people like you. And he's worried that Bakari is going to mess around and get himself hurt and that something could happen to him. Now, Bakari is telling him he is good. He does not have to worry about him at all. And Professor Gardner tells him it's not always someone else that's going to do it. So he is pretty much throwing those hints out there that he's been through something. And he tells Bakari that he reminds him of somebody. You know what I'm saying? And we learn later on in the episode that that somebody was his son, Christian. I'm like, man, that is crazy as hell how they connected the dots. To be honest, I really wish the whole Christian storyline probably would have just been left like it was, because I did not want to hear about him taking himself out. Now we get to your boy Rashad, and he brings those flowers to Alicia. We know this is a tough time for her because she does not have Rob around. Now the key part about this conversation was Rashad told Alicia that he loves her, and Alicia did not say it back at all. And you can tell that kind of, hurt Rashad's feelings, which lets me know that this whole relationship that he has with Alicia probably is not going to last long, especially if she's not feeling the same way that he's feeling. Now we get to your boy, Charles, and he is going around doing his runs, and it seems like he is going to every lady that has a man issue. That boy know what he doing. He is fishing. He is trying to see whose cheeks he can clap. He is trying to pray for him. He is trying to pray to get in those sheets, y'all. That's what he's trying to do. And of course, it does work out when one of the ladies, he gets numbers from the other lady. But we know what his main mission was, and that was getting your girl Tracy. But guess who answers the door? Your boy Keith. He answers the door. Charles comes in. He is praying for Tracy. Keith is jealous. He is pissed off. But it is what it is. And it's crazy because we know at the end of the episode, your boy Keith showed us just how much he really likes Tracy. I mean, he is getting in too deep real quick. Know what I'm saying? And of course, this is going to cause some issues. We're going to talk about this at the end of the recap. Now, we get to your boy Reg, Jake, and Victor, and Reg has invited their mother. Of course, Victor, he pissed off. He's upset. Like, really? I mean, it's Mother's Day. She shows up. Victor's like, man, she's in and out of our lives. This is why we are the way we are right now, because of how she raised us. And we know Reg is telling him, look, just give her a break. At least she is trying. Jake and Reg, they're pretty much loving that their mother is there. And Victor is just upset. I mean, he is going through a lot of trauma right now. Probably thinking about all the bad things that his mom has done. But we know his mom tells him she was not raised the best as well. And she's just trying, her best to do what she can do. But we can tell the way that Victor was brought up, he hates it. And he felt like he could have been something completely different. He does not like the bad side, about him, right? So he is expressing himself. Now, he was about to leave, but they end up talking to him just to stay there, and he did. They end up chopping it up. She made her famous macaroni and cheese, and she did tell her sons, no matter what, y'all need to have unconditional love, and of course, always look out for each other, which is going to be hard, and they told her this. But at the end of the day, she just wants her sons to do the right thing and love each other. So we're going to see how that plays out this season, because we know your boy Reg, he is on one. And if y'all saw that episode 5 trailer, you already know he wants Jake to have his back. He wants Jake to be a part of this illegal activity, which is going to cause a lot of different issues. Now we get to your boy Damian, and in my opinion, most of the episode was about Damian and his journey learning how to play spades. And once he told Darnell that he's going to be playing in a spades game later on, and he does not even know how to play spades, Darnell took that personal. He's like, hell nah, you cannot mess up my name. Him and Emit, they took that boy to school. It was like he went to college for playing spades. I mean, Darnell and Emit was not playing around, teaching him the sweet science of playing spades. And you already know, if you grew up in a black household around your family, hell, even in the school, y'all know it's spades played everywhere. So this was real personal. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't even know how to play spades, don't tell nobody. Because if you say you don't know how to play, people gonna look at you crazy. Like, really? You don't know how to play spades? Just say you ain't trying to play, you good. Now, your boy Damian ends up going to play in a spades game after Bakari and Professor Gardner, beat Hannibal and Keith. And then once he showed up, it was like he was shaking in his boots. You can tell that he was nervous. Keith was laughing at him. And then Damian asked Keith, is they good? Because y'all know last season they had some issues. Keith told him, look, he good with him right now because he's too busy clapping Tracy's cheeks. He got a female on his side right now, so he good. So that is great news for Damian, because at the end of last season, it really did seem like Keith was going to be a problem for him, but it seems like everything is good right now. Now they go out there, they play spades, they laughing at him. They're not taking him serious at all. They're laughing at his fingernails. I mean, he's a joke to them. But slowly but surely, those laughs, they turn into cries because your boy Damian, he put in that work and he remembered everything that his father taught him. We know Damian, he is very good with numbers and he used those skills in order to get that victory. Him and Professor Gardner, they won. You know what I'm saying? And Keith, and of course, Hannibal, they was looking real sad at the end of that game. I mean, damn, they really just took an L to a guy basically playing in his first game of spades for real. Now we get to Papa and his mother. Now we know since Pastor Stanley Jackson has passed, she had to be the one to step up to the plate, take care of finances, but apparently finances ain't the greatest right now and she's struggling. Now she tells Papa whatever he does, don't go to Pastor Zeke asking for any type of help. But guess what? Papa, he gonna do what he wants to do. So he goes to Pastor Zeke looking for a loan, but we know ain't nothing free. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, your boy Charles pops up out of nowhere and they talking about buying his father's church, telling him it's a price for everything, right? And we know Papa is telling them that his dad's church is not up for sale. Well, this is going to be a major issue, and I want to know how his mom is going to feel about this in the next episode because she told him, just like his father told him, just like all the fans, we tell him, leave Pastor Freaky Zeke alone. Now you about to see the evil that he really can do, talking about you trust him. Well, we going to see just how much you trust him real soon. Now let's talk about your boy Emit. Y'all know they released this exclusive clip yesterday. And of course, a lot of fans was talking about this. Some fans pissed off about this scene right here. Now Shay tells Emit that she's going to be leaving to go to Pittsburgh. Her and Emit's son, they moving. You know what I'm saying? Her mom's, she's moving there and it's cheaper. So she's decided to go there in 1 month. And Emit is like, what the hell? Like, how come you ain't told me about this? I mean, it's pretty much short notice. And he's pretty much just worried about seeing his son. Now, she did mention, look, you can still see him over the summers. And you don't even have him like that anyway. She watches him most of the time anyway. And Emit watches him, I guess, whenever. But we know Emit is like, man, I got rights. Like, what's going on? Like, you can't just take my son. She's like, yeah, I can. And that's what basically she's going to do. Now, some fans say, Emit, you need to go ahead and go get you a lawyer. Some fans say, well, how about you just support her? You know what I'm saying? You can't control everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this was me, which I would hate if I was in Emit's shoes because ain't no way in the hell I'm about to sit up here and be having 4 to 5 different baby mamas. He got way too many baby mamas, kids running around. So, I mean, if one of them decides to leave, damn. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just going to be a pissed off person. Now, of course, I still would want to see my child. I mean, I'm going to try my best to make it work. And of course, I would really wish and hope my baby moms would come to me and let me know in a good amount of time that she leaving. Now, I understand both perspectives. I mean, it is very tough, but this is what happens when you got a lot of different baby moms, a lot of kids running around. I mean, everybody ain't going to live in the same spot. Y'all know this, you know what I'm saying? And you cannot control everything. I guess if Emit is really feeling that he wants more control, well, I guess he can go to court and handle it that way. But man, your boy Emit is going through it. Now, Keisha does tell him that he needs to just support Shay and leave it alone. Know what I'm saying? That they can pretty much work it out, but don't be trying to go up against this. Like, damn, know what I'm saying? I know your boy Emit is all in his head and he wants to just have that control to know that he can see his son whenever. But now that she's leaving, he does not feel like he has that control. Well, this is why you got to pick the right partner. This is why you got to know who you want to be with. And of course, know who you want to marry, which would give you more rights anyway. But man, your boy Emit, he had a tough episode. Now we get to Alicia and all the mothers that have lost their child or whatever, their children. And she pretty much wants revenge. She wants to kill the killers. And Tracy and all the other ladies are like, really? We could not be doing this. Ain't no way in the hell this is going to work. I mean, we have to think of another way to handle this, which is right. I mean, going out here just smoking people, I mean, it is crazy and it's not going to bring that person back. We know that Judge Bradley ended up letting Alicia know about her son, Christian, who took himself out. And this is where we pretty much got that info that she was his mother. Now we get to Rashad and Alicia, and he understands that everybody's mood is not the best, and he feels like they all need to go to Emit's spot or whatever and kick it, a change of scenery, and that's exactly what they end up doing. Now, once the ladies get there, we know Judge Bradley does have a conversation with Keisha and lets her know that her son really liked her and that he is not here with us anymore. Keisha was shocked, like, really? Like, damn, like Christian was your son and he ain't here. And I know deep down inside, Keisha got to be thinking, like, man, maybe if I would have stuck with Christian, you know what I'm saying, hung out with him a little bit more, kept him in my life, he would still be here. I mean, she got to be feeling like that because Christian, he really did help her recover. I mean, he had love for that girl. And as I told you, this was like the shocker of the episode to me because Christian really was a good dude. I'm like, man, I really wish they would have just left that alone, but it is what it is. Now, of course, everybody was dancing, having a good time. Yes, it was some sad parts of the episode, but it was also a lot of good parts. And then your boy Knuck, if your buck, he shows up. He gives Keisha a Mother's Day card. We know Emit was trying to look and see what Knuck wrote on the card or whatever. I mean, y'all know Emit, he still got his, feelings towards Knuck. And of course, somebody else has feelings as well, and that's your girl, Tiffany. She's like, where's my card at, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Throwing out some light flirts. And of course, as the two start talking, we know Knuck told her that his mom's passed away. Of course, his father took out his mom's some years ago, and this day, which is Mother's Day, is very hard for him. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Knuck, he has been through a lot, but of course, it still does not erase the fact that he's a damn sicko. He's evil and he needs to get dropped off. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I mean, I ain't forgot about that trafficking house that you had back in season 3. I ain't forgot about that. I ain't forgot about what you did to Pastor Stanley Jackson either. And we damn sure ain't forgot about what you did to Rob. So yes, Knuck is trying to, change his ways. He is trying to do the right thing on some Spike Lee stuff, but still, it ain't enough. Now, we get to your girl Tracy. She's kicking it with Keith. Keith, he is really feeling Tracy, y'all. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what's in the water, but man, that boy is sprung off Tracy. And you already know if he sprung like this, those cheeks got to be unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Did she let him hit raw? I mean, I don't know what's going on. But then again, Keith was locked up. So anything probably feels like heaven on earth. So, of course, he is very addicted. He wants to take this real serious. But come on. We all know the answer to this. Tracy is the last person you want to take serious. Leave that alone. Don't get too attached. And I'm going to tell you right now, even though Keith, he ain't really all up on Damian like that as far as being pissed off, if Tracy messes around with Charles, oh, best believe we going to see that crazy side of Keith once again. Now we get to the end of the episode. Knuck is going to drop off Tiffany. And as he's dropping her off, this man really tried to go for a kiss. Like, really? You killed her baby daddy. Like, really? And you trying to go for a kiss? You trying to get up in that? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, I know it is a lot of people that's Team Knuck. But as I tell you guys, you got to remember. You got to remember like Lion King. You got to remember. Go back. This dude is messed up in the head, y'all. I'm telling you. And Tiffany told him she can't do that. Ain't gonna be no kissing on me, especially from you, because I feel like Alicia, she got the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I would have been good, but I ain't feeling good. And I feel like it's somebody else that did this. And your boy, Knuck, is like, man, like, really? And we know Tiffany tells him, yeah, it's just something that she feels. Well, she feels it all right. She knows. Mothers know. She knows something's not right, and the right person is Knuck. He's the one that did this, and eventually he gonna get caught up. Now, we already know that Knuck's gonna turn up once again, dropping off bodies in this next upcoming episode. As I told you, I'm Team Reg from day one up until his death. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rolling with Knuck. At least with Reg, you get what you see. At least he's gonna show you who he really is. Knuck up here trying to kick it with Tiffany, trying to get up in that after he dropped off Rob, like, really? And then, as I told you, all the bad things that he's done, at least Reg, he stood up for Emit and Keisha back in season 2 when that track coach, that old R. Kelly track coach was messing around with Keisha. Remember what Reg and his boys did to him? They beat that boy down. Know what I'm saying? He gonna need some cocoa butter for that. Your boy Reg out here saving the streets from sickos like Knuck in that trafficking house. And then we know Knuck pulled out that strap on Kevin. I mean, Knuck has done so much. Like I told you guys, just go back. Don't get it twisted. Just because he be all dressing up, trying to be all cool, like everything's good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be a family person. But no, that's not happening. The real Knuck will be exposed real soon. We know Detective Toussaint, she's about to investigate the 63rd Street mob. She ain't playing around, and I cannot wait to see that. Now, even though I'm Team Reg, I don't necessarily agree on everything that Reg does. That whole thing with Jake, it needs to stop, and hopefully that can stop because he gonna mess around and get Jake popped out here. But besides that, I'm still rolling with him because he's a solid dude in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I know he's wild and reckless, but Knuck, come on. If you compare what they both done, like, nah, I ain't rolling with no Knuck, man. He's just done entirely too much bad, killing innocent people. The pastor, come on. Papa, I hope Papa find out that Knuck did this as well. You know what I'm saying? And then Bakari's sitting up here kicking it with him after he knows what he did to Pastor Stanley Jackson. And then he was acting like he was all cool with the pastor. Like, come on. I mean, Knuck got everybody twisted and confused, but eventually his day will come. But down below, I want you guys to let me know, what do y'all think about episode 4? I cannot wait to see episode 5. You already know I'm going to give you guys that what to expect video for episode 5 over the weekend. So be on the lookout for that. And also be on the lookout for that Bill Meth season 4 episode 1 recap. I plan on dropping that real soon as well. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.